yesterday. What even happened? Okay, unforeseen, unforeseen situation was what took me away. Hi, I hope I meet all of you in the best of health. Good morning, afternoon, night, whatever time of day that I'm meeting you guys. People of God, what is happening? Who is giving? I said it. Who is giving Imisi the gods? Imisi's gods needs to be studied. Who is giving her the F13? Who is giving her this backing? Which godfather does she have? You know why in Nigeria, godfatherism is very, very popular. Now, who they give Imisi mind? Yesterday I suspected, I said it on my live stream yesterday. I said, or could it be that it was a task given to her by Big Brother? Because the way the girl carried the thing and she no send anybody, Papa. And then Isabella, the person I'm even pitying now, Isabella is someone that I don't know why I have tried to give her the benefit of doubt. Like I've tried to try to give her benefit of doubt, right? Like, but the thing is that in a house like that, in a situation like that, even though we're not there, we know that one needs moral support. But it looks like Isabella is in the wrong camp. Was there any other camp that was better than even what she is now? Eh? The small one she's managing with Sultana self, the small relationship she's managing with Sultana has scattered to a point that she was even swearing that she would not ever talk to Sultana again in this house. To me, it was too deep. Was it necessary? To a point that she was even swearing by her son. Was it necessary to do that? You will not talk to somebody shaken and leave her. You don't need to take it too far like that by even swearing with somebody's life, with your son's life. What for now? Your son is in Big Brother house. Fake friendships and fake relationships, but let's see how it goes. And then, people of God, yesterday Dinari came and told Isabella about Koyin, that Koyin stated it clearly. But I'm surprised. How old is Isabella that she's behaving like a child? Why is she surprised that Koyin is just using her for the game? I thought she too was using him for the same thing. What was she thinking? See, there's some things that some ladies do, and I don't know why they are expecting you play bad. You play stupid games, you get stupid rewards. There are some things that some ladies do that sometimes I feel like no wonder men we always see that so women have chicken brain, because it's strange to me. Or could it just be all at the end of the day, anything this house needs to do, we link it to strategy. Do you understand? We don't link it to anything serious. We don't link it to anything more than strategy. Could it just be her strategy? How can you be crying that Koyin said he's just using you in the house? Well, I also thought it was the same thing. To be honest with you, with what they were doing, I just saw it as the modern kind of thing that these young people do, or in general self, not even just young people, even some older people do it. You know what I'm trying to say to you. I was just thinking it was just a mutual understanding thing, and I like you, you like me, and then whatever thing happened, it happened. Why was she crying? Dinari and it was so funny anyway. It was so strange. It was so strange to me, and I'm glad Dinari told her, because I noticed that most of the housemates were not even happy with the relationship with Isabella and Koyin. Like, but does she even need to be told? Look at the way Koyin just transformed as soon as they came back into the house. So I'm even glad that she herself was very observant. She said when Dede was not in the house, she was sleeping. He would just change her battery for her quietly. But as soon as Dede got back into the house, imagine that he woke her up to come and change her battery by herself. So I'm like, that's enough. It's enough for you to know that Brother Koyin is just using you for his game. Now, let me wait a little bit, sure. He's saying, come in, kindly give the stream a thumbs up. I have just 2 people on the live stream. Give the stream a thumbs up. Thank you very much. When you play stupid games, you get stupid rewards. What made Isabella think that what she's having with Queen was anything worthwhile? Won't make her, yeah, as in, for me, and Koyi did not force her. If anything, so I don't know how they even got to meet up. Me, I don't know for them. Okay, it was after that true or dare game, right? I think that was what brought that link between them, right? Because to be honest, when I just saw the two of them under the duvet, it came to me as as a shock. To be honest with you, it was as a shock. Like I'm like, because all of us, our attention was on the fact that she said she wanted to go for Bright. But although I noticed Bright did not even give her face, you understand, which I knew that Bright would have just embarrassed her, which was even better for her that she not even near that place. And there are some certain things that when you want to do it, you're not supposed to. You have to be careful who you tell. All which when I was telling was Kola that was Bright's friend. There are things if I want to like as a female, if I want to make a move at someone, I shouldn't make a move at the person and the person will know that I'm trying to make a move at the person. It should be from the move. Like it shouldn't be preamble, if you know what I'm trying to say to you. It shouldn't be something that the person should know beforehand. Like it should just be from the move. Let the person be confused at the beginning, Seth. Yes, let the person be even confused, let the person not understand what I'm all about. But where the person already knows, she told Kola, of course, Kola went to tell Bright, and everything was in Midi's ears that she wanted to come for Bright. And I'm like, this is not how they do it. You get. So obviously, and Bright was really, I don't know why. Who notices that suddenly now Bright is paying Midi some more and more attention? Who noticed it? He's paying me the more and more attention. I think after her birthday, I noticed he's sort of paying her more attention. I even noticed day that they were doing a clean up in the house. And I must applaud these housemates. Like if there's any season that so far I have watched, these housemates, their hygiene, like their I don't know, their hygiene is top notch. Like they are trying with the cleaning of the house. They are keeping the house very much in order. Like right from when they were 20 something. Although I think I'll give credit to people like Big Soso, Gigi Jasmine. I think they helped to sort of promote the sanitation of the house, and even Faith during his reign, yes, the last week, I think he also was another person that pushed. And who, okay, none of you might have seen, or some of us that are watching the show late at night. Imagine around 2 freaking a.m. Faith was busy tidying up the kitchen. I'm like, God, this guy, are you sure this guy doesn't have OCD? Like, it's not just no 2 a.m. They brought in their shopping, I think, also, if I'm not mistaken, and it was just littered everywhere. For whatever reason, I don't know. The kitchen, this guy literally arranged the drinks. He put the semolina where they're supposed to be. I was just looking at this guy. I'm like, are you pretty sure this boy doesn't have OCD? Orderly, this order of like these are people that have serious. What is the meaning of this OCD? Self? Let me Google it. Let me know the main this thing. As in, to me, I'm like, God, who does this? I know it's something orderliness, whatever. I'm like, who does this? He around 2 a.m. where everybody was asleep. Faith was busy. Obsessive compulsive disorder is a mental condition characterized by a cycle of unwanted intrusive thought. Okay, no, this one. Where's the one in thoughts, whatever? Most people. This one has to do with distressing, no? But okay, they said the symptoms of OCD. I thought they call it OCD, where they said here it says the symptoms of OCD can take up many hours of a person's day and significantly interfere with their ability to perform the. Okay, no, then it's not. Is it OCD they call it? People that have this orderliness, whatever. Or am I getting it wrong here? Let me check. People that are obsessed about clean environments. Is that what it is? I thought it was called OCD. People obsessed. And for a man, that's what I was surprised, because we women is in our hormones. We want the place to be neat. But men are very, if anything characterized, like one of the characteristics of men is like, especially when they are younger, they don't care uh, with their environment. Hey, you see all these young boys like this. It's called OCD too as well. People obsessed with cleanliness may be experiencing symptoms of obsessive compulsive disorder. And hey, what kind of disorder is when one is obsessed about cleanliness? Ha! Usually those days when we were growing up, our younger brothers or older brothers had problem with uh, uh with hygiene. Like in general now, man, what's that? But when you see a man that is is on the other part of cleanliness, it's so nice to see. Like, yeah, I don't know what is it that I don't know where that thing came from. Honestly, that women should be the ones to clean, men should not clean. Like, in fact, when you even at the beginning when I used to, I don't know, it was YouTube that would recommend share some kind of videos where some people say that if a man cleans too much, cleans after themselves and all that, that's a feminine thing. That's like, I'm like, who told you guys that thing? So you see that damn dirty and be smelling everywhere. But nah, see, let's just don't go there. That's not what we're talking about. But basically, I faith. Let me still come back about faith. See, you just cannot hate faith. Even if you want to hate him, you will just not know when you begin to fall in love with him. Now, yesterday he was the only person that dared, like, can't be like say you Imisi tie all of them under one kind of spell like that. Faith was the only person that dared to make an effort to look for her bag and her box or so, right? But yesterday, yesterday it was the bag that he picked up and removed spoons, some cutleries from there, right? It was, I think, at night or so when he imagine see what's his name, Rude Boy that know how to do gra gra gra. I was surprised that Rude Boy did not even near her. I don't know what happened since Rude Boy came back from that lockdown. I don't know, he has been calm like that. I don't know if it's just me that is noticing it. Hmm? Since he came back from that his lockdown with Joanna and Dede, I don't know. He has not been. I don't know. You know. So he's the only one. He wanted to eat. I don't know what he is. He was eating whether his Gary was drinking. So he now had to use one plastic. I'm like, I don't understand. How can this girl just hold all of you? Almost how many of you guys? There? How many people in that house? 19, right? So how can Imisi hold 18 people? I don't know if she gave her friend cutlery to use Isabella. Because even this morning, Isabella was begging her to release the cutlery. And she was angry at Isabella that that's why she doesn't like doing things to people that don't have guts. So that Isabella should just leave her alone. Ah, even Kola self, you see that alliance with Imisi. Kola is already rethinking it. And thanks to the fact that his Dede is back to the house. So he's even spending most of his time with Dede. Ah, ah. Ai. I know Faith was saying something like treat madness with madness, or something like aura for aura, they should match her energy. And Kola was like, no, no, no. And which in a way, well, I don't know. I don't you see that issue of it's still time for prayer. Maybe I'll have to stop here and go and pray and come back. You see this issue of Imisi packing the cutlery, like I said earlier, it needs to be studied. Or could it be a task given to her by Biggie to achieve or to accomplish? Because I don't get it. Like nothing like this have ever happened in Big Brother house before, like that I've watched. Even today, what's his name? Rude Boy was now trying to even do gra gra of him to he'll pick up knives and go and hide them. Later on, he now brought them back. I'm like, and the way she lock up, like, oh more that girl, hey, I wonder who Imisi is in real life. Okay, let me stop this stream here. Maybe I'll come back later. This is after 3. I'll come back later. Come back later. Okay. I will come back later. Like I said earlier, no more streaming their content. Yeah, because YouTube refused to monetize me due to reuse. Maybe I'll do a video about that. Reuse of content. I didn't know. You know, we learn every day. All right, guys. Later. Or should we still talk? You guys, there are 4 people now on the live stream. Give the stream a thumbs up. Hmm? Do you guys think that Imisi's hiding of the cutleries in the house, do you guys think is a task from Biggie? What do you people think about that? And you see the irony of the whole thing, yeah, is the fact that this same Isabella, see, I'll come and analyze with Isabella. I've been avoiding it, but at this point, I think I've gathered enough facts on Isabella to say 1 or 2 things. You see this issue of Isabella, when you're male centered, you will suffer. That is what is happening to her now. I wonder, like I said earlier, for someone who has had serious social um accident, like having a child at a very young age. She has talked about it, how she dropped out of school and all of that. And you're still so vulnerable like that. You're still so, your guards are so down like that towards men. In fact, if anything, you're even still drawn to men. Like, because when she first came to the house, she said she doesn't want to make female friends, she wants to make only male friends. But today, see what is happening now. Just see what is happening. And for me, that was her. Like for me, that was Isabella's first. In as well as she called herself a seductress. Like I'm expecting her as is. I have nothing about her. I have nothing against her. Like trying to flirt with the guys, but it should end in flirting, not entering inside duvet. Like look at what Dede is doing. Yeah, I would say yeah. Categorically, Dede is flirting with her so-called fishes. In as well as now Jason has removed himself from the so-called fishes story. You could see, and you could see that she's not. Ah, no, 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 no. I'm not trying to condemn Isabella. Everyone has his game. I remember last season, Wani and Sean were doing a lot of things. I get it, but I don't know. There's just something about Isabella's own that doesn't sit right with me at all. From Kain Kumi to Koyin, there's just something about that her own affairs in the house that doesn't sit well with me. To be honest with you, there's just something about it that doesn't just sit well with me, and I will try and talk about it. Try not to condemn her. Try not to say hurtful things, or rather, not hurtful things per se, but condescending things, right? But it's so disappointing that Isabella is going to get like, okay, now see when Kanyikumi left, their caller told her all sort of things that Kanyikumi said about her. She cried. Da, 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 da. Now she's repeat. How can you keep repeating the same mistakes over and over again? Like my own is what was she thinking she was going to get from the relationship with Koyin? What was she thinking that she was going to get from the relationship with Koyin to begin with? Eh? Like, to be honest with you, I when yesterday she was crying, I'm like, it looks like this girl is confused because I was surprised that she's crying. I didn't expect her to get hurt by the fact that Koyin said he's just using her in the house. I didn't expect that. I was surprised that she was even crying. I'm like, I don't get it. Isn't this their fling? Has it even reached good 1 week? I'd be 2 weeks. 2 weeks is too much now. This whole shit started as soon as they left the house now. Hmm? It was this week this whole thing started. So what is she crying about that Koyi said he's just using her? Koyi, like, and Koyi knows that Isabella is not a child. So there was no need for any discussion. There was no need for any. I mean, I don't understand for her, Sha. And I thought she even I don't want to speak. When it comes to situations like this, I wish I can speak on her behalf, but at this point, she's not even giving me the space to be an advocate. But this is it in my own unpopular opinion. Isabella is not a child. Koyin is not a child. So Koyin, as a typical Gen Z, just sees it as an opportunity to hit. And it's obvious she too she wanted it because the following day in the morning she was very excited. Yeah, she was very excited. She was talking about the whole thing. She was very excited. So and then it became like an addiction or so. Even during the day, they're under the duvet. Now it's weird, right? For any healthy relationship to start like that. So obviously it's so clear like night and day that that was just a that was just a that was just it was what it is. So I don't know why she's crying. I don't know why she's agitated. I was like, wow. And you think you'll get to us with this thing? You think you'll get to us with this crocodile tears? It's not worth it, right? Me, I didn't even think that after that night, eh? I didn't even think that after that night she was still going to go to that boy. For me, I started to just shun him. Like, okay, it's just like when Queen kissed Sultana. Afterwards, I don't think they pursued anything again. It was just that kiss that day, and I don't think there was any uh, PDAs again after that kiss. To me, that was what I thought Isabella was going to do with Koyin after that kiss. In the following day, so when she see him, hi, hi, and then she's on her way. I never thought she would want them to have a bond or she would want them to have something that resembles a ship. I thought it was just because some women do that, right? In as much as men, most of the time, saying they use some women also use men, right? It's both of them using each other. So to me, I feel that that was the kind of mutual understanding that Queen felt him and Isabella had within that moment. But unfortunately, the psychologists will tell you that women are not good with casual sex. they're not good with a casual relationship, they will always catch feelings. So I'm surprised something of 1 week, or is she just crying for us, the audience, to pity her? Because I'm just trying to lay my hands on the reason why Isabella was actually crying, just because like why they told her that Koyin said he was just using her for the game. I'm like, girl, I don't understand. Get a hold of yourself. You were not blind, are you? Were you? Okay, the day whatever happened, you were drunk, because I think it was after the pool party, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah? Was it after it? Yeah. Afterwards, what happened? Eh? When was it that their lady and Joanna even left the house? Was it on a Monday or Tuesday? I don't know. Right? So what was she thinking? And just look at yesterday during the tax presentation. Let's talk about the tax presentation briefly. Just look at that part, and it's so interesting that Dede and Koyin are in the same team and they won. By the way, congratulations to them. What was that other team doing? God have mercy. Kai, kai, kai. They didn't practice. They didn't, like, I don't understand. Eh? No matter how that housemates hates faith or whatever they have, contempt they have for faith, faith is the master, and faith understands. The thing about solving a problem is understanding the problem itself. Faith understands this task. He understands the briefing, and he delivers. Capture the moment. Like, none. Even while I was watching, I already even see they even mimicked. Oh, that was very funny. They even mimicked the fight between Zita and Media, and coincidentally, Media and Zita were in the same group. Like, it was really catch the moments. It was. And then you could just see everything. Like, you see then the Dinari in the background as Big Brother voice. Oh my god, that was epic. That was marvelous. Honestly. Like, they truly did cut the moment. What was that other group? What were they doing? Singing? I don't under oh god. See, when Imisi was singing, look at it. It was like, I'm like, is this a comic really? Like, is this a joke? See, when you're performing comedy, yes, you're performing comedy. When you're performing a serious task, there should be seriousness. Like, even them, when they sat and they had rated themselves, Thelma even standing up as head of house is just the ritual and the normal thing. To even say, she knew that their team was nothing. They went to carry one shine, all those things that all these cheerleaders in football team used to choose to cheer. And I'm like, what the hell is going on here? What is this? What is this? Like, when I was watching them too, I'm like, okay, what is the mean? The other teams just started laughing. Like, it was so like, to me, it was funnily annoying at the same time. Like, what is this? They were singing a song that did not even have reading. I didn't even understand the lyrics. Missy was busy shouting, "Kola, kola, my party," and I'm like, what is, even in a primary school play? The primary school children were even more organized than that group that they did. I'm like, what is it? In fact, while they were seated and the second team was even presenting it, they themselves, they knew that they had lost out. They knew that they were not competition. They were not matching. They were not matching competition for the other team at all. They knew. So, okay, let me go and come back. Let me go and pray and come back. Will I be able to come back? Let me just see how it goes. But I'll try. I really need to have this chit chat with you guys. And the audience is very low. I don't know if I should reschedule this live stream again and then let it sit for like an hour or so. Then maybe people might come up, because there's literally no one here. I literally was talking to myself all alone. Oh, okay, there are audience in the background, but they just choose to be quiet. But it's okay. Thank you so much for coming, and I really appreciate your presence. Even if you didn't talk, even if you didn't say anything, but it would have been much better for a conversation to happen. All right, guys. I hope to see you very like in the next 1 hour.